Welcome to my chambers. This week at long last, Hillary Rodham Clinton, President Obama's first Secretary of State, testifies before the House Benghazi Committee on her knowledge of the events surrounding the tragedies at Benghazi, Libya, her involvement with those events, and why she tried to hide them. The whole issue for her testimony comes down to how the questions are asked. So, will we hear political speeches from the members of the committee, or will we hear serious cross-examination-like questions? In my piece in the Washington Times and at foxnews.com called Questions for Hillary Clinton, I've outlined the types of questions that the members of Congress should ask. But in reality, they shouldn't ask her anything. They should hire a professional cross-examiner, a serious former federal prosecutor to question her. Only somebody with her knowledge of the law, who is her intellectual equal, can really pry loose the information from her that the committee is attempting to pry loose without trying to throw bouquets to the gallery. So the classic type question should be like this. Isn't it true, Mrs. Clinton, that you received a briefing from the FBI about how to handle classified documents? Isn't it true they told you that you have to keep classified documents on a government venue? Isn't it true that you hired somebody to put a server in your president's house, in your former president, your husband's house? And isn't it true that you knew by doing that you'd be diverting all this classified, high-end national secret material away from the government and onto a non-secure venue? Isn't it true that you authorized the sale of American military hardware to Colonel Gaddafi's enemies in Libya because you wanted to take credit for toppling him? Isn't it true that those enemies were also our enemies? Isn't it true that American military hardware got into the hands of known al-Qaeda operatives? Isn't it true that Ambassador Stevens was murdered using American weapons and American bullets? Those are the types of questions that should be put to her. Will we hear that this week? Will we learn the truth? Will she tell the truth? Can she tell the truth? We'll know soon. Welcome to my chambers. Fight the good fight.